Vinland Saga's initial 2 seasons were instrumental in igniting discussions about pressing social issues, and what's even more astonishing is the promise of its forthcoming season to tackle even heavier themes. The series has demonstrated a remarkable ability to address these sensitive subjects with grace and sophistication, a quality that has endeared it to a wider audience. With season 2 having recently concluded, it unquestionably stands as a strong contender for Anime of the Year, primarily due to its newfound introspective depth. Should MAPPA remain faithful in adapting the manga, hypothetically Season 3 and Season 4 are poised to delve even deeper into real-life issues. The preceding 2 seasons of Vinland Saga have been nothing short of resounding success, boasting an impressive 8.7 rating on MyAnimeList and also a dedicated fan base numbering in hundreds of thousands. Given its immense popularity, the question isn't if, but when Season 3 will be announced. Fortunately, a tweet from the show's character designer Takaharu Abiro provided hope for us by stating Thorfinn's journey will continue, as fans eagerly anticipated what unfolds next. The manga hints at a season that promises to plumb even greater depth. Season 3 of Vinland Saga introduces the character Gudrid, a young widow cornered into marrying Sigurd, the son of Halfdan. Halfdan, who previously engaged in transaction with Thors during Season 1, seeks to secure a prosperous future for Gudrid's family through his alliance. However, Gudrid harbors aspirations far beyond the confines of wedlock, aspiring to sail the sea, a remarkable dream for a woman of her time. In a daring act of defiance, Gudrid takes matter into her own hands and just before consummating her unwanted marriage, plunges a knife into Sigurd, albeit non-fatally. Fleeing in panic, she crosses paths with Thorfinn, Leaf and Bug Eyes, who were on the brink of departing the island. Recognizing this as her sole opportunity to chase her dreams, Gudrid implores them to grant her a passage aboard their vessel. Through persuasion and determination, she earns her place and eventually forms a deep bond with Thorfinn, culminating in their marriage. Gudrid's inspirational journey mirrors the struggle of countless young women worldwide, initially pushing the circumstances against their will, but ultimately emerging triumphant in their pursuit of dreams. Sigurd, the son of wealthy and esteemed Halfdan, grapples with the burden of fulfilling his father's towering expectations. Despite external pressures to follow in his father's footsteps, Sigurd's relationship with Halfdan is fraught with neglect, a lack of praise, and minimal meaningful interaction. Sigurd's desperate attempt to earn his father's approval, including pursuit of Gudrid out of humiliation, proves futile. After embarking on a perilous journey and returning a changed man, Sigurd undergoes a transformation of self-worth. Paradoxically, his newfound indifference to his father's validation finally gains Halfdan's respect, leading him to recognize Sigurd as a worthy heir to his wealth. Sigurd proceeds to marry his childhood friend and start a family. Vinland Saga underscores the detrimental effect of clinging to others' expectations and approvals, highlighting that true happiness emerges when one breaks free from these constraints. Season 2 witnesses Thorfinn's profound regret over his past life of murder. Initially resigned to a life devoid of redemption and forgiveness, Thorfinn's encounter with Einar marks a turning point. He commits to a life of pacifism, pledging to use his strength solely for protection, refraining from lethal force. This transformative journey astonishes even Vinland Saga's political mastermind King Canute. However, Thorfinn grapples with the inescapable weight of his past crimes, which cannot be undone regardless of his metamorphism. During Eastern Expedition arc, Thorfinn and his crew cross paths with Hild, a hunter whose father was slain by Thorfinn during a raid led by Askeladd's group. Recognizing her father's killer, Hild poisons the crew's food, and in a desperate bid to secure an antidote for his friends, Thorfinn confronts Hild, who gains the upper hand due to the terrain advantage. However, Gudrid's plea for mercy and her assertion that Thorfinn has changed prompt Hild to spare him. Monitoring his transformation, Hild eventually forgives him, joining the crew. This narrative arc underscores the theme of redemption that runs deep in the Vinland Saga storytelling. In future seasons, Vinland Saga may delve into the topics of gender identity with the character Cordelia. Cordelia's mother raised her as a girl to prevent Thorkel from sending her to war, as was the tradition. Fleeing with her mother to avoid Thorkel's discovery, Cordelia becomes a slave under Halfdan. She initially hesitates to use her birth name Halvar due to obvious discomfort. However, upon overhearing Thorfinn's plan to start a new life in Vinland, Cordelia seizes the opportunity to embrace her true identity and name. She confides in Thorfinn, sharing her name Cordelia, and experiences a heartwarming acceptance. This movement underscores Thorfinn's growth, demonstrating his capacity to recognize and respect Cordelia's identity, even though he may have once been indifferent or disrespectful. In summary, Vinland Saga continues to address an array of pertinent issues in an engaging and thought-provoking manner. Its ability to prompt reflection on morality, societal norms, and personal growth has contributed to its immense fanbase. Thorfinn's redemption journey serves as a powerful source of inspiration, demonstrating that no sin is too great or numerous for redemption. As the series progresses forward, it is poised to become even more intricate and captivating, thanks to its commitment to exploring complex and relevant themes. What are your thoughts about next seasons of Vinland Saga? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. And that's it, and I will see you in the next one. Sayonara.